UPS looks at my package and tells me, you cannot ship a standalone battery internationally. That is never going to happen. They said it has to go with a drone. They did not say it has to be a functional drone. Well, a cardboard drone is technically a drone. So I shipped a cardboard drone to DJI and they refunded me cash. So let me explain. I'm in Germany for a bit. Last day before my flight, I walk into MediaMarkt and find an amazing deal on a DJI Mini 4K. And obviously I buy it. I grab 2 extra batteries while I'm at it. I try the drone quickly, it works, and I rush to catch my flight. When I get home, I did a proper test, and one of the extra batteries immediately throws a damaged cell error. And my reaction? I shrugged. I was already 5 countries away from Germany, no longer in the EU, and I figured that's just how it goes sometimes. Bad luck. I just accepted my loss like a normal defeated consumer and got on with my life. A month passes. I'm not actively looking for a solution. I'm just occasionally annoyed that one of my batteries is useless. At some point, I stumble across the fact that DJI offers international warranty, not just in the country you bought it, internationally. And I had no idea this was a thing, so I thought, fine, I'll try it. What's the worst they can say? I contact them expecting either silence or very polite explanation of why this is entirely my problem. They reply fast, they confirm the warranty, and they offer to pay for international shipping via UPS so I can send the battery back to Germany for inspection. They send me a label. I'm shocked, but fine. I grab the battery, head to UPS, and think this is going to be easy. UPS looks at my package and tells me they cannot ship a standalone battery internationally. That is never going to happen. Doesn't matter how it's packaged or how it's labeled. You cannot ship just a battery out of the country. Those are the rules. Add your perfectly working drone to the shipping box and it is good to go. I want to be clear, those are not real rules. This was UPS branch confidently making things up and presenting it as international law. But I'm standing at a counter and I have no leverage. So I ask, okay, what can I ship? They say a battery is fine if it's going with a drone. So I go home, I think about this for a while. They said it has to go with a drone. They did not say it has to be a functional drone. Well, a cardboard drone is technically a drone. My nephew had this old cardboard drone sitting around from an old art project. We put the battery next to it, sealed the box, and walked back into UPS. And they accepted it immediately. No questions. Drone with a battery? Perfect. I also included a small note for the DJI technician because I didn't know what they were going to think when they opened that box and found a cardboard drone staring back at them. So I told them that UPS was giving me trouble and the battery that is covered under warranty is just below the cardboard drone. So DJI receives the package, confirms the battery is faulty, ships me a brand new one. They ship it labeled as DDP, Delivery Duty Paid, meaning DJI has explicitly agreed to cover every single cost. Customs, taxes, delivery, everything. It's all on them. And they send it this time via DHL. And I thought, yeah, this is not UPS anymore. DHL won't give us any trouble. But I was wrong. So DHL receives the instructions and decide, no, we are not going to respect international shipping instructions. They contact me and tell me I need to pay customs and import fees before they will release the package. I explained that the shipment is marked DDP. I explained that the shipper has already agreed to cover this. I showed them the paperwork, and DHL remains unmoved. I contact DJI again, now a bit embarrassed that their replacement battery is being held hostage by a courier that doesn't respect its own industry terminology, and DJI doesn't flinch. They say, pay it, keep the receipt, we'll cover it. So I paid, and the amount DHL charged me in fees was exactly the full retail price of the battery. I kept the receipt. I get the battery, it works perfect. DJI follows up a few days later to ask if everything is working correctly, which already feels unusual because most companies ghost you the second the package is marked delivered. I say, yeah, it works great, and by the way, here is that DHL receipt you said you would cover. A few days later, they transfer the full amount directly into my bank account. I stared at my phone for a while after that because this is not how companies work. The entire architecture of modern customer support exists to wear you down until you give up. Small print, jurisdiction clauses, please allow 6 to 8 weeks, emails that go nowhere, departments that transfer you to other departments. DJI covered international shipping both ways, replaced a defective battery, and then reimbursed me for fees charged by a third party courier that they had absolutely zero legal obligation to touch across multiple countries for one battery that costs maybe 50 euros. I'm not sponsored by DJI to say this. I just think that when companies are terrible at customer service, we talk about it constantly, and rightfully so. And when a company is actually good at it, that should also be loud. Drop a comment if you had a warranty experience this unhinged, and I wanna know if I'm an outlier or if DJI just has great customer support. Bye now.